Jets fans have needed an escape past decade.
Yeah, like the butt fumble started this domino effect that has cascaded Jets fans into football sadness.
Whew.
How many years they said, the defense is good.
I know.
Just need a quarterback.
I know.
And they did that this year, right?
They did.
What?
Time for Teddy Two-A-Days. Time for our football preview. We start today with the New York Jets. Talk to me.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this.
Man, hey, C-Cat, remember like 2 years ago this time when we were watching Hard Knocks and everybody was fawning over Aaron Rodgers and he was going to be the savior to the Jets and he walked into that building and he said, "Oh, that Lombardi trophy is lonely."
Yeah, 2 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. 2 years ago.
At least at this time last year.
No. 2 years ago this time, Aaron Rodgers, that Lombardi trophy's lonely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to change that.
The bad man, right?
Yeah.
No one's called him a bad man in a long time.
Is the Lombardi trophy still like on Hinge?
What is lonely?
Like
by
is
definition.
Is it literally because maybe Aaron Rodgers he just got married. Maybe he can help him find his a significant other.
This is a positive Jets segment, isn't it? So let's get back to the positivity that you have for the New York Football Jets.
Jets, Jets. Last season, year 2 of Aaron Rodgers, the Jets go 5-12.
Ew.
They started off 2-1. Things were rosy. And then they went 1-9 in the next 10 games. They would fire Robert Saleh after the London game, England game, wherever the hell they were. They also somehow won 2 fewer games in year 2 with Aaron Rodgers, where he started all 17 and had Devontae Adams, his buddy, and all of that. They won 2 fewer games than the year prior when he played 4 snaps.
That first offensive drive with Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson against the Niners in primetime TV on Monday Night Football. Jets fans will always have that to remember 2024 by, and nothing else.
Yeah, sure. 5-12, by the way. Fired your coach, fired everybody in the building, and renewed everything, and it was necessary. How about their 3 offseason moves? Their 3 most important offseason moves, starting with number 3.
Number 3.
Justin Fields. Welcome to the show. They find themselves a stopgap quarterback. I love the contract. 2 years, $40 million, $30 million guaranteed. That means that he can be a one-and-done quarterback. He could be a guy that you negotiate with in this offseason for an extension. At this point, they have a guy that at the very least you saw could win games last year, and he's fun to watch, and he has his head on straight. You just got to figure out if this former first-round pick can actually be a franchise quarterback. But it's not too risky of a play here. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, I mean, like it's setting the table a little bit.
Yeah.
You're not putting too many eggs in one basket. Makes sense.
And you paired him with his college teammate.
Sure.
And Garrett Wilson.
Number 2.
This was a big offseason move right here, bringing in Aaron Glenn and Tanner Engstrom, both from the Lions. Tanner Engstrom's going to be the offensive coordinator. He was one of the masterminds behind that dominant run game and that fun passing game under Ben Johnson. They also get Aaron Glenn, who I told you when I met him at the owners' meetings here in Palm Beach County, and he was walking in there with this all-white linen get-up, right? A 2-piece, all-white, fresh as hell, like – what the kids talk about the aura, or like everybody and their mama was there. Nobody had more aura than my dog Aaron Glenn as he glided through the breakers. I became a believer then, and then I started watching some of the things that have been happening at camp, and I do think the Jets have found themselves a coach that he's not just the next coach, he's going to be the coach that pulls them out of the darkness that they've been suffering through. Speaking of the darkness,
Number 1.
Offseason moves this year. Aaron Rodgers got out of Dodge, baby.
Do you want to play football here?
I loved it.
I think that's what he said,
yes.
Right?
Do you want to play football? Straight up. And then Aaron Rodgers gives this little half-assed answer. Well, yeah, when we're done here, we're good. I'm out.
Wait. You're forgetting the fact that Aaron Rodgers had to pay for the George Washington Bridge on his way to the office. That was not comped by the New York Jets.
Yeah.
That was on his dime.
Aaron Rodgers had to pay his transportation into the place that employed him. So Aaron Rodgers is just like every other American. But I'm sorry, but he's Aaron Rodgers, so he gets to complain about it and go on his Pat McAfee show and do it. The Jets' number 1 offseason move was getting him the hell out of town because he did nothing for you except, C-Cat, I do believe Aaron Rodgers was so historically bad. He drove that franchise so deep past the mantle, past the inner crust. He got them into the inner crust where it's nothing but flame and lava, that now that they've experienced that darkness, they have now achieved the privilege of being able to see the light. Aaron Rodgers has broken the Jets' curse.
Wow.
He did it. He did it through incompetence. Who would have saw it? He thought he was going to break the curse by being excellent on the field. Instead, he broke the curse by making them so damn bad that they were forced to change their ways and turn their franchise over to a guy like Aaron Glenn. That brings me to how their fans are feeling coming into this season. We're going to spin the fan feeling wheel. See what it lands on. And right there it is. Relieved. The fans feel relieved. And relieved is an offset of love. And they feel finally like their love for their team is being requited. They feel finally like a guy is in charge who is a experienced captain, who is a competent man, who is a culture setter. There's a sense of relief amongst Jets fans that they're not thinking, oh, can we make the playoffs? Oh, can we win a Super Bowl like they were the past 2 years because they had this false hope of Aaron Rodgers in their building. They're more so thinking, can we build a winning culture from the ground up, all revolving around that dude, who is also a former Jet? Jets fans are feeling relieved, and I do not blame them for it. Let's go to their Hard Rock Bet win total. You pull up the app, you slide down, you go to the New York Jets, and you're scrolling. 5.5. That is the dirt. That is low. That is absolutely low. Now, C-Cat, when you see 5.5, which side would you pick on that?
I would take the under.
Really?
I would go under. I think that 5 wins would not be a failure of a season for the New York Jets.
Yeah, it would
so
be.
I think like 5 wins is fine.
Yeah, I know 5 wins is fine, but I do think that they won 5 wins last year and they got a quarterback upgrade this year. We'll talk.
You think Justin Fields is a definitive quarterback upgrade?
He is.
Well, the Steelers didn't think that.
I know.
Bears didn't think that.
Clearly. But have the Steelers... Oh, I'm sorry, C-Cat. I forgot. The Steelers know exactly how to pick a quarterback. I mean, they've been doing a hell of a job.
Better than the
Mason
Jets.
Rudolph. Duck Hodges.
Better than the Jets.
Kenny Pickett.
Better than the Jets.
You're saying better than the Jets. Geno Smith, Sam Darnold, those guys are starters elsewhere right now.
Yes, and the Jets deemed them not to be material for the New York Jets.
They picked them. They picked them dudes, and at least those dudes still got jobs.
Once they got to know them more, they said, oh, you're really not for us.
The former Steelers, Kenny Pickett, is in a quarterback battle with Dylan Gabriel and a 5th-round pick and Joe Flacco. The former where the hell is Duck Hodges? Is that even his name? I'm not messing it up.
He is in a tree stand somewhere, just mowing down some mallards.
You can't criticize the Jets' quarterback decisions over the years by bringing up the Steelers as some bastion of hope. They have done nothing at the quarterback position for a decade, and that is why they're in the position they're in. And then they fooled themselves into also going with the guy that just won 5 games with a better roster last year in a weaker division.
Then I'll flip the argument and just say, oh, so the Jets are making the same decision that the Bears and the Steelers made by taking in Justin Fields.
Yes. I don't feel great about that, but I like the investment that they made into him. So let's get to my Teddy tiers. Can we get the Teddy tiers going? So Teddy tiers, the way that this works, I'm tiering the teams into 5 different tiers. We'll pop it up. The first team that I've already tiered is going to be your Denver Broncos. They are in the fun guys tier. Fun guys, that means that, we're going to enjoy watching you play. We're going to tune in a lot. It's going to be a great show, but you're non-threatening. We're not worried about you. The Jets, grab the logo, C-Cat. Get ready to pull it up. Now, pass no motion. They're better than that. Pass no Scrappy Dogs. Right there. Scrappy Dogs. The Jets are going to be a tough out. The Jets are going to be not the bottom of their division, not in the cellar, but I do think they have a chance to ascend even to the 2nd spot in their own division. They have an elite or at least near elite level defense. They have a defensive coordinator in Aaron Glenn that's coming in here after doing a masterful job with the Lions, though they got decimated throughout the season. Now he has pieces that are cornerstones at every single level. Jamie and Sherwood at linebacker. Up front, don't even get me started. And, of course, you got Sauce Gardner, who just got paid. Aaron Glenn has the tools in his toolbox, and I think he also has the tools in his mind to make things work. Here's my record prediction for this scrappy dogs New York Jets. 8-9. 8-9.
Okay. Now,
eight wins. 8 wins. The win total is 5.5. I got them winning 8. I got them finishing second in the AFC East.
The big overperformance from their expectations.
Yeah, it is. But here's why, though. Can I explain myself just briefly?
Please do.
Justin Fields may have lost his job in Pittsburgh, but it also might have been the incorrect decision. He wasn't great, but he was good enough to get wins behind an elite defense. They went 4-2 in those first 6 games. And now Fields is finally getting a full offseason of work as QB1. He is working with an offensive coordinator who is going to be trying at least to accentuate the efficiencies in his game and pull back the things that he's not good at. He's repaired with his college teammate. He also is under the leadership and guidance of a guy like Aaron Glenn, who I have a lot of faith in what the direction of that program will be. Rolling this thing back a little bit, though, C-Cat, I think that team has a near elite defense that can play above expectation. And look at that division and tell me which team you're confident will be better than them. They get to play the Patriots twice. They play the Browns. They play the Dolphins twice. Of course, they're going to lose to the Bills. They'll be scrappy. It's not going to be an easy out.
I think the Dolphins will be better than Jets this year.
Why so? At what area are the Dolphins better than the Jets? The Jets have a much better defense.
On offense.
On offense,
feels like offense is pretty important in the NFL.
Okay. The offense of
they got a better
the
quarterback. They've got a better wide receiver,
really?
1 and 2.
Really? That offensive line has looked extra choppy with Miami. We're going to get to Miami and Teddy two-a-days in a couple of days here too, because also they still can't run the ball in short game. They still can't finish drives in the red zone.
They take A-Chain out, they will.
They tried that. Jalen Wright went 0 for 4 in the red zone against the Panthers, I believe that was in the preseason. It's absolutely ugly. That offensive line is getting no push. That defense got no better. I'm not saying that the Jets are going to be a good team. They're going to be a shifty 8-9. They're going to sneak their way into 8-9.
Okay, so they're going to beat the Bills week 18 when the Bills have clinched whatever and they're locked into their spot. That's what they play. That would make sense.
That's what I'm saying. But like the Bills likely could be sitting people. And I looked at the schedule here. Look at their last 5 games of the season. They've got the Dolphins at home in December. Come on. You can say Tua's a good quarterback, but you can't say he's good past November 15th. So I like the Jets in that one at home. By the way, they won last year with a sucky Aaron Rodgers. They got the Jaguars on the road. Toss up to me. Then you have the Saints in New Orleans. The Saints are going to be trying to get Arch Manning or whoever the hell else out of the draft. You got the Patriots at home. The Pats are being inflated because people love Mike Vrabel. That team is not a good football team still. They still got a long way to go. And you are at the Bills in Week 18, which they could be resting their starters. The Jets are going to be an 8-win team this year. I also want to say Breece Hall playing for a contract, going to be playing out of his mind. That guy is a blast. Braylon Allen behind him is going to be an absolute dog. They have a good offensive line. And let's not forget, C-Cat, 2 years ago with Zach Wilson, they won 7 games. With a worse head coach in a division that was stronger that year because the Dolphins actually were competent and the Bills were good, they won 7 games. After Zach Wilson got a whole offseason of sitting behind Aaron Rodgers and got thrusted into playing in the middle of week 1. You tell me they're not 1 win better than that team?
I'm telling you that we're going to see a lot of Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor ain't even healthy right now. I think Justin Fields can play at least 14 to 15 games for this team. He can use his legs to win games and surprise some guys. Give me the Jets to win 8 games. I'm all on Jets this year, and do not do me wrong.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Little Teddy two-a-days. You're out on the Jets.
I'm not out on the Jets. I have removed the Jets from my purview. The Jets aren't worth my time.
I mean,
the Jets are out on me.
That's not how that works. That's absolutely not how that works.